Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody guys, let's take a look again on the gold market. So in the gold markets, in the euro currency, price has shown upward jump yesterday, although it was not very significant, but still this action stands in a row with our view, and currently market stands at such an area where it has to prove the ambitions, and it has to hold at the level that have been achieved to keep short-term context bullish and to not make us doubt on the perspective of the upward continuation. So, and today we specify some levels that we have to keep an eye on. This could become some kind of the signal levels that the market has to hold above them. On the daily chart, you can see, yes, indeed it was upward action, but we again haven't got the bullish grabber. So here's just few cents. MACD stands below the lows of the recent session. Speaking on the butterfly, its next target stands 1823, but before this target we also have additional destination points, some other patterns that have closer standing destination levels. So on a daily, currently we do not have any hint on the possible reversal, something of that sort. So market still stands above this area, calling around the previous top. Reaction on the butterfly was very small, and now is market showing the third day in a row the upward action, although this action still stands inside this pullback that has happened last week. So theoretically, market has to show the upward continuation in the nearest few sessions, otherwise it could start to seem that, well, deep retracement could happen. On the 4-hour time frame chart, take a look what really we could get. Why I'm thinking about it? Because, well, in this action, guys, we have some moments that do not let us to talk currently yet on immediate upward continuation of the major trend. So we see the upward action, but this action stands a bit slow and has no continuation. Yes, grabbers that have been formed here on the 4-hour time frame chart, if you remember we talked about it, has been erased, but price suddenly has stopped around the previous top. Usually when the market is really standing upward continuation, it doesn't stop at the previous top, it just break it up and shows upward continuation. But currently we have a bit different action. Besides, our divergence that we discussed last week is still valid. And that's why I suggest that we could get here kind of the 3-drive pattern. That is possible. So if we will be correct, in this case, the next destination point will be 18 even area. And after that, we could get some pullback here. Because that's 3-drive. 3 drives just drop below the lows of the second and third drive. So right here. So some deep action, deep retracement could happen once the 3-drive will be formed. If, of course, market will not just pass through this target as it now exists, because we know that the butterfly on the daily has 1823, and also the head and shoulders that we have here with this pattern, it has also the same target as the butterfly around 1823. But currently, it's not the fact yet that market is standing higher, because, as I said, this price action makes me think that something stand beyond it, as well, it's not really natural price behavior. It's normally when, as I said, this market is really turning up, it never happens that the market just reach the previous top, stands below it, and especially when the moment when it starts the acceleration. So that's why here we could get something different. On the hourly chart, from that standpoint, we have the same task as on euro currency. Particularly speaking, we have to be sure that market will be able to hold above the crucial levels. Our prediction that we suggested in the weekend has happened, so we'll take a look at our weekend analysis. we have considered the two similar type of action, and we said, well, as market here shows minor pullback and then shows the upward action, the same could happen here. This could be some breakout and then upward action. And indeed, if you'll take a look at what has happened, that was the 30% pullback. It's the same as here, and market shows upward action. So currently, this consolidation becomes the support area. And for gold, it is crucial to hold above the two levels. Well, it's perfectly if it will be here, but if somehow market will still show downward action, 1775 will be next area that will have vital importance for the market. The breaking through it will be negative sign that tells us that something is wrong, and in this case we even could not get the 3 drive pattern because market will drop below the consolidation. It could mean some earlier reversal to the downside. It will be weakness, signs of weakness. Until market holds above this area, above the confluence, it gives bullish context and it could proceed higher. That's why if you're considering taking the long position on the gold, that will be the next area that you could take into consideration and think about taking the long position. Of course, we would not want to get this kind of action. We would like to get the gradual action, something of that sort, to the downside. Well, that's our view on the gold market.